watch a fishing show to know that you need bait. Bait is probably the most important thing that you need when you're fishing, be it live bait, cut bait, or artificial. What's not always known is where and how to get the bait and what kind of bait to get. Live bait is by far the best, especially if you present bait fish that the target fish normally feed on. Presentation is very important. Now, ironically, we're making this video at a time when the waters are cooling and it's becoming harder and harder to get bait fish. Many anglers will stock up with bait and freeze it and use frozen bait at this time of the year. Frozen bait is not as desirable as live bait, but it's better than no bait at all. In the fall and winter months, live shrimp can be purchased at your local bait shop and works well, especially when the pinfish that would continue to steal your shrimp are scarce. Pinfish are also available at most live bait shops, but can be a bit pricey. Pinfish can be caught using a pinfish trap, a sabiki rig, or a single panfish hook tipped with a little shrimp, or by using a bait casting net. Greenbacks can also be caught with a sabiki rig or a bait casting net, and although harder to keep alive than pinfish, they make excellent bait. A sabiki rig is a string of small hooks, and it works well for bait fish right out of the package. Sometimes it may require to tip it with some shrimp, but that also leads into some problems with undesirable fish, as my son found out catching 3 catfish on one sabiki rig. Another problem with the sabiki rigs is that it's a string of mini hooks, and they hook everything: pant legs, shirts, collars, shoes, and it can be rather hectic with having them on the boat, but they work very well for catching fish. Learning how to throw a cast net is most rewarding. To demonstrate the proper way to hold and throw a casting net, here's my partner, Joe Senna.
Hello, today's episode is going to be on throwing a cast net. Wayne already explained different reasons, different bait purposes, things like that. I'm just going to give you a basic rundown of cast nets. They come in so many different sizes, anywhere from half an inch for small baits, all the way up to over an inch for big mullet nets. They go from 4 feet to 10 feet and on up. We're going to give you a basic idea. Most people stick with your standard 3/8 inch mesh. It catches you 3 to 4 inch baits. They don't get stuck in the net as bad. You miss a lot of the glass minnows, but you can still get the bigger fish. The smaller the mesh, the slower it sinks in the water. So if you're in deeper water, you want to go with the bigger mesh size. It helps it sink faster. That's the basic principle of the whole thing. I'd prefer probably a 1/4 of an inch mesh. When you're in shallow water, you can net all those little fish that you really can't get with a bigger mesh. Right now I've got a 3/8 inch just for a general purpose for throwing. It's a 5-foot net. All in all, most people you're going to see on the beach throwing them are using this size of a net. So basically what you got is a hand line and you got a loop in it. You want to put the loop in your left hand. There's going to be directions for a right-handed person. If you're left-handed, you're obviously going to have to reverse it. I'm not going to begin to try to do that for you because I can't do it. So anyways, you're going to take it, put it in your left hand, attach it. If you don't do this, the reason for doing this is so when you throw your net, it doesn't just keep on going away from you. You need to keep it attached to you. That's the whole purpose of bringing in the bait. Put it on your hand, coil it up. Probably make 4 or 5 coils, whatever it is. You're going to coil it all the way down. This part here is called the horn. You want to grab the horn in your left hand so that the whole net's drop down like this, all right? A 5-foot net, you really want to grab it about halfway down to the coils. Bring it back to your left hand. Hold it in your left hand. You've got all your weights here. This is a weight line right here. You want to pretty much grab half of the weight, approximately half of the weight, thump it in your hand, roll it over your thumb, just like that. So you've got 2 heights. You've got a lower height and a higher height. Right where they meet, right here in the middle, you want to grab it and put it in your teeth, like so. Then you're going to reach down, grab the next piece, about arm's length away, in your hand, roll the rest of the net off your thumb that you had, and then just rotate your body and throw the net. Just generally, it opens right up. Then you just want to cinch it in, and as you pull the line in, the net closes, trapping all the bait inside of the net. It's a simple thing. Then you slide it open, you shake all your baits out. You have about 500 of them gill raked in the net, and you spend 4 hours pulling them out of the net, whatever you want to do, but that's a basic thing. Alright, now that we've shown you proper techniques on throwing a cast net and a little how-to video, we're going to take you back several months ago and putting into application on the beaches, catching a bunch of different types of bait fish. Island State Park, I'm going to try to get some bait for us. I'll show you what we got on here. That one should be closed up. That's what you really need. Great bait. Just about everything that swims will eat this. So we just wanted to show you how easy it is when you're... Time of year matters a lot. To do anything, you need to know how to throw the cast net. Get the net ready. It opened up real good, so I should have a pretty good net full of bait. Yeah, I got a bunch. This is out of Gasparilla, out by Boca Grande. Still videotaping? Yeah. See all these baits? These are nice, real nice baits for this time of year. You can usually catch all you need in the warmer months of the summer. And just keep your bait bucket, your aerator, and you're ready to roll. I'll throw it. You can't keep too many alive, but I like saving some for going offshore or whatever. The snapper like them even dead, so we'll catch a bunch. We'll pull it in and see what we got. Probably not much because there's a lot of bait here, but I got to kind of reposition the boat to get a lot of it. And a little bit of everything. I got some pinfish, needlefish, some I think they're grunts, a little bit of everything. Couple of white baits, a little bit of everything. It's good though to have a variety when you're fishing. It's definitely much better than just you get a lot of ballyhoo when you throw the net. But ballyhoo only have one beak. That's the difference between the needlefish and the ballyhoo. Alright, this one should be pretty good. Bait. That's what we want right here. This is the way a net should look. When you bring it in, when you've got a successful throw, that, my friend, saves you a lot of money. A lot of money. Free bait. Not in the winter, but this time of year, all the bait you want for free. You got to learn how to throw a cast net. You got it going on. So now you've been trained in the art of bait catching. Now we're going to go fishing, and that's it. All right. Sayonara.